on the Tommies Sports Network. From Learfield, St. Thomas Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Tiffany Sports Lounge, the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics. Twin City Orthopedics, the official sports medicine partner for the Tommies. And by Wings Credit Union, the official banking partner of Tommy Sports. This is Tommy's pregame. Here's the voice of the Tommies, Corbu Status.
Hello and welcome to the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for today's semifinal Summit League matchup between the North Dakota Fighting Hawks and your St. Thomas Tommies. Thanks so much for spending part of your Saturday night with us. You're staying up late. We appreciate it. Alongside Alex Westhead producing, I'm Corbu Status. There's one spot left to fill in the Summit League Championship game, and the Tommies are ready to claim it. They should be fresh after a day off yesterday and a convincing win over Denver on Thursday. In a display of pure Tommy basketball, the 9 regular players all scored and had at least one rebound, underlying the tenet of unselfishness. Their skill was on display with a 51% field goal percentage and 50% three-point mark. And the toughness shone through in one of their best defensive efforts of the year, limiting the Pioneers to 62 points and setting the tone for the entire 40 minutes. While their opponent tonight may be a surprise, St. Thomas cannot take them lightly. The Fighting Hawks got an historic effort from Trayson Eaglestaff, who went off for a tournament record 51 points to spur his team to an epic comeback. The Jackrabbits led by 14 with under 16 minutes to go in the second, and then went ice cold, going 1 for their next 25, allowing North Dakota to flip the script and outscore them 50-20 from that point on. Not only did the Hawks kick the Jacks out of the tournament, their win made St. Thomas the only team to advance to the semifinals in each of the last 3 tournaments. What will they need to do to make it their first championship game? A lot more of the same. The Tommies have won 3 straight versus North Dakota, thanks in part to how they've handled Eaglestaff. He did not score at all in their last matchup and scored just 14 in their first matchup, including a scoreless first half. You would imagine he will be a little gassed after last night. And the Tommies need their offense to be what it normally is. Make their open shots. The Purple and Gray have a real shot at playing on Sunday. Today's game preview is brought to you by Wings Credit Union. Founded in St. Paul in 1938, Wings has been proudly serving our members for over 80 years. We've got a lot more to come on the pregame show, a little bit of an extended pregame show, as they have just started the countdown. We're about 27 minutes away from tipping this one off. It's going to be a late one. Grab your coffee and stay up late with us. We have much more to come on the pregame show. We're going to hear from the head coach, Johnny Tower, and when we come back, we'll get you up to date on everything happening in the Summit League Conference Tournament on both the men's and women's side, and we'll take a deep dive into what's going on in the world of Tommy Athletics. It's the Fighting Hawks and the Tommies, and a berth to the championship at stake on a Saturday night in Sioux Falls. Don't you go anywhere. This is Tommy Basketball.
Go to Twin Cities Orthopedics for more doctors and specialty services.
Ready, set.
TCO for more orthopedic urgent care locations ready to go.
7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
Ready, set, TCO for more of what you need to keep your body moving. Learn more at tcomn.com.
Thanks for tuning in, and wherever you're listening, you can stay in tune with all the action of Tommy Sports on social media. There's more news, in-game updates, stories of the day, and previews of what's to come. Follow Tommy Athletics and every individual team on X and Instagram, and get the big updates on Facebook and Threads. Just search Tommy on your in-app search bar and hit that follow button on all the accounts that pop up. Stay in touch with Tommy Athletics all year long.
The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
The big game has come and gone, but football is never too far away. Glenn Caruso's St. Thomas Tommies secured yet another top 3 finish in the Pioneer League last season. That's 3 in a row to start their Division I era. And before you know, they'll be back on the field in pursuit of their second Division I Conference Championship. Keep an eye out. Tickets go on sale soon. You can get them at tommiesports.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show as we continue to get ready for the Tommies and the Fighting Hawks. Tommies advancing on to the semifinals for the 3rd consecutive season, the only team to say that after South Dakota State lost to North Dakota yesterday. That means there will be a lot less blue in the building tonight, and this will be more of a true neutral advantage. Hoping to see a few more Tommy fans make the trip up as well. We'll keep an eye out and see how those stands across from us fill up here tonight. What else is going on in the world of Tommy athletics? Well, men's hockey is off to the semifinals round themselves. After defeating Ferris State 7-3 last night, they got a Liam Malmquist hat trick tonight to defeat the Bulldogs 4-1 and advance on to the semifinals round where it will be single elimination. The tournament will be reseeded at that point. Minnesota State swept Lake Superior State, and Bowling Green swept Michigan Tech. The only series still going on is Augustana and Bemidji State. They're actually playing that right here in Sioux Falls. They will play tomorrow to determine the final member of that semifinal round of the Mason Cup playoffs. Then they'll reseed it, so then the Tommies will know who their next opponent will be. Women's basketball closed out the season with a loss to North Dakota. 80-67 yesterday. Joe Langben had 26 points in her final game as a Tommy. Amber Scalia had 18 points. Sammy Opitchka also playing in her final game as a Tommy with a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. What a senior class it was for Ruth Sin. They go out with a Division I era best, 17 wins against 13 losses. And we'll see how they restock next year in year number 5 of the Division I era. But again, congratulations to those seniors on an outstanding season and an outstanding career. Women's softball continues to play well, winning against Drake 4-2 today. They will take on Drake tomorrow in Iowa at 2 o'clock. Baseball split a doubleheader with Austin Peay winning 8-4 in game number 1 and falling in game number 2 of the doubleheader 8-6. Same 2 teams tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Women's tennis fell at Denver 7-0. They will take on Air Force tomorrow as they continue their trip to the Centennial State. So again, Tommy hockey advancing on to the semifinal round. That means that they're going to continue to play more hockey. Sam Ekstrom gave us a good breakdown of what the Tommies are doing well heading into this series. You can go back and check it out on Tommy Sports Weekly, wherever you get your podcasts. What about the world of Summit League basketball? Let's start on the women's side, where the top 2 seeds both punched their ticket to the championship game. South Dakota State defeated North Dakota today 84-55. Oral Roberts had no problems with Kansas City, 95-73. They will play that game tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. The Tommies hoping to join them on this same floor tomorrow night. They're going to have to get past North Dakota first. They will take on Omaha, who absolutely pounded South Dakota 100-75, and it wasn't even that close. The Mavericks led 55-26 at the end of the first half. They put up 55 first half points, and South Dakota only had 26. It was a little bit more even in the second half, but Omaha had a chance to empty their bench late in that game. They're going to be well rested for the championship tomorrow, and of course, they are big Tommy fans tonight. If the Tommies win tonight, That means Omaha will be able to celebrate a berth to the NCAA tournament, because no matter what happens tomorrow, as the number 1 team in the regular season, they will advance on to the NCAA tournament. But knowing Omaha and the way that they've played this year, dollars to dimes, the Mavericks want to go ahead and win tomorrow, even if it is the Tommies, and their berth into the NCAA tournament is assured. That 100-75 victory ended the season for South Dakota after they escaped with a victory over North Dakota State yesterday. So a really good run there by the Coyotes at the end of the season. Some Summit League news: if you haven't heard, Oral Roberts parting ways with Russell Springman after 2 seasons as their head coach. Never quite found the same magic that they had under Paul Mills. So they'll be looking for a new head coach. Who would imagine to get a lot of interest in that. Oral Roberts really wants basketball to be good. They put a lot of money into that sport. They want to be a men's basketball school, so they will be able to draw some interest. It'll be interesting to see what their roster will look like, how many new faces the Golden Eagles will have. North Dakota State was without Jackson Money and Jakari White last night due to injuries, and they'll be without Jakari White next year. He's got an extra year because of the new JUCO rule, where the NCAA ruled that if you did spend time at a JUCO, you do have 1 extra year of eligibility. Well, Jakari White, as soon as the bus hit the border of North Dakota, tweeted out that he is entering the transfer portal. Be interesting offseason for North Dakota State after a pretty successful year. Be interesting to see what they do and what their roster will look like as well. North Dakota State winning 20 games this year, but kind of thudded at the end, skidded to a halt at the end. And that was with a pretty veteran group. Just a quick glance at 4 seniors who were part of the regular rotation. Now, some of them might get a little bit of extra eligibility with the JUCO rules, and some of them might transfer out with that extra eligibility. So, again, it'll be interesting to see what the Bison will do. But that's the nature of the beast, especially in the Summit League, where you are turning into a little bit of a feeder league. Come in, get the star players. Hopefully you enjoy them for 1 or 2 years before they move on. Tommy's not ready to move on yet. Tommy's getting ready to play this one against North Dakota, a team that they've already beaten twice this year. And Tommy's took care of business both times early in the first half in the opener, or the second game of conference play. Tommy's went out to Grand Forks and led 41-29 at the half, ended up squeaking out an 8-point win after North Dakota really closed out the game on a run, played the Tommies about even in the second half. Tommies led by 15 at the end of the first half in their game at Schoenecker Arena. Ended up winning by 15, but again, North Dakota played them even in the second half. North Dakota was trailing by 14 to South Dakota State yesterday. Late in the second half, came all the way back to win it by 16. So they're not going to blink no matter what happens here early. Tommies are hoping to take advantage of what they do so well, which is shoot. They feel like they can attack that Fighting Hawks defense. Fighting Hawks feel like, well, they can hang with the Tommies if they can get Trayson Eaglestaff going once again. If you're just joining us, Eaglestaff coming off a 51-point performance last night. Had a chance to watch it in person sitting courtside, and he was special. Willing the Hawks to stay in the game in a very pro South Dakota State crowd. He was on it, and then he finally got some help from guys like Eli King, who hit a couple of big threes. Zach Kraft had a big 3 down the stretch, and that allowed North Dakota to hang in the game and eventually eclipse South Dakota State, who really hit a wall late in that game and had to go home. Still a fair amount of blue filling into the stands. Hey, they already got the tickets. They might as well use them. Be interesting to see who they cheer for here tonight. Let's get you some top 25 scores from around the country. Alabama winning in overtime on a final shot, 93-91 over first-ranked Auburn. Number 2 Duke, no problem with North Carolina on the road at Chapel Hill, 82-69. Blue Devils get the win. 4th-ranked Tennessee over South Carolina, 75-65. Number 5, Florida winners at home over Ole Miss, 90-71. Earlier this morning, boy, this feels like yesterday, but again, it is 9:30 at night. St. John's defeated Marquette in overtime on a last-second shot, 86-84. I was drinking coffee when that happened. Texas Tech goes on the road and defeats Arizona State, 85-57. Number 10, Iowa State winners on the road at Kansas State, 73-57. Number 11, Clemson over Virginia Tech, 65-47. Penn State with a road victory at number 12, Wisconsin, 86-75. Maryland defends the home turf, defeating Northwestern, 74-61. Stanford falls at number 14, Louisville, 68-48. Number 19, Kentucky on the road defeats number 15, Missouri, 91-83. Texas A&M defeats LSU in Baton Rouge, 66-52. Arizona falling at Kansas, 83-76. Kansas just needed to drop out of the top 25 to get back on track. And number 25, Mississippi State loses a heartbreaker at Arkansas, 93-92. Just about 15 minutes away from tipping this one off. North Dakota coming in with a record of 12-20, 5-11 in conference play. Earned the number 6 seed by default as the tiebreakers helped them get there. Listen, at 5-11, there wasn't a lot of hope amongst Hawks fans that they would come out and play as well as they did. And they weren't playing great to start. Trayson Eaglestaff was holding them up, and then once South Dakota State went cold, that's when the Fighting Hawks attacked and were able to overcome and get the victory. Well, it's the second time this year North Dakota defeated South Dakota State. So North Dakota is a very dangerous team. And if you saw them play at all at Chinniker Arena, you know that. You know players like Mamburu Mara, who had 18 points against the Tommies in St. Paul for a career high, can fill it up in a hurry. You know guys like Mir Panoam, who is averaging 15.5 points and 9.5 rebounds in 2 games against the Tommies, can be a force at that point guard position. Then, of course, Zach Kraft, who is very crafty, and Eli King, who is a defensive stalwart. And then, of course, Trayson Eaglestaff. Trayson Eaglestaff scoreless in 3 out of the 4 quarters against the Tommies this year. Tommies are hoping that stays the same as they get ready to take on the Fighting Hawks here tonight. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to hear from the head coach, Johnny Tower, and then we'll get this game underway. Thank you for staying up late with us. This is Tommy Basketball.
The Courtyard St. Paul downtown is now open, providing the best downtown St. Paul has to offer. Whether you are in town for an annual meeting at the St. Paul River Center, a St. Thomas Tommies game, a Minnesota Wild game, or a concert at Xcel Energy Center, you will find all you need from entertainment to restaurants for a relaxing and enjoyable stay, all within walking distance. You will also enjoy inviting, flexible spaces where you can work or relax throughout the hotel. Our well-equipped fitness center and indoor pool will help you stay refreshed and energized. So plan your next trip with the Courtyard St. Paul downtown, a preferred hotel partner of the St. Thomas Tommies.
I'm here with St. Thomas men's basketball coach Johnny Tower. Coach, great game today, but what I really want to talk to you about is Wings Credit Union.
As the official banking partner of Tommy Sports, you can trust Wings to give you better rates and fewer fees to help achieve your financial goals. You can also get your very own Tommy Visa debit card.
And by joining today, Wings will donate $100 back to Tommy Athletics. Coach, where can I learn more?
Visit wingsfinancial.com/Tommy Sports or visit your nearest branch today.
Insured by NCUA. Membership required. Tommy fans, thank you so much for an amazing 2024 full of milestone moments, outstanding achievements, and foundation-building belief. We celebrated championships, commencements, and philanthropic collaborations unlike any this university has ever seen. Now, in 2025, we look forward to welcoming you to our new Mecca, Lee and Penny Anderson Arena. Seat selection is happening soon. Don't miss the chance to be in the building on day one. Visit TommySports.com for more.
Tiffany Sports Lounge is the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics and the official away game watch party location for Tommy football, men's hockey, and men's basketball. Watch the game on one of our 37 big screen TVs and 3 huge projector screens. Enjoy our new food menu, and now Tiff's offers brunch on the weekend. Let us take some of the stress off your party planning with our catering menu. From wings to tacos to pork sliders and fresh veggie trays to name a few, we've got you covered. Tiffany Sports Lounge, the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics.
Welcome back to the pregame show. It's time for an interview with the head coach, Johnny Tower, and it's brought to you by United Healthcare. United Healthcare is dedicated to helping people live healthier lives and making the health system work better for everyone. Well, JT, it's finally here. It's been a long day. How do you approach a game like this when it does start later than normal and you had a day off, but how do you approach this whole thing?
Yeah, I think, when you look at our circadian rhythms, Corbu, which I know you're into, I think part of it starts the day before we talk to the guys about, okay, usually we're playing at 7 o'clock, tomorrow it's at 9:30, and so let's look at the schedule. Everything shifts 150 minutes, so it's not that dramatic. When you're on the road like this at a tournament, shoot-around times are going to be a little more variable, but I think the biggest thing is making sure they're eating at the same time, they're able to rest whenever they take their pregame nap, and you're also running on adrenaline. So these young guys, I think as long as you give them a little bit of the lay of the land, I don't worry about them flying around at 9:30.
How important is the culture that you've set up and that the team has right now in situations like this where there is variables every single game and it's not quite as routine as a regular season?
Yeah, well, adaptability, we talk about that a lot. It's one of the core things we talk about in our program is you're going to get curveballs in life, not just basketball, not just school, but just in life in general. And I think it's one of the powerful parts about being a student athlete in college is you learn how to deal with some adversity. You learn how to celebrate, but then come back to baseline, and the next day you better be grounded. And so, part of at least the way we try to construct our culture is that every day is a new opportunity. Within a game, every possession is a new opportunity. And I think our guys are really good. Part of it's we have great leaders and veterans who just exude poise and composure, not just at big moments in games, but in the way they prepare for games. So you got 9 guys who are on our roster who are freshmen, 5 true freshmen, 4 redshirt freshmen. Well, who are they going to look to when it's like, how does college basketball feel like? What does it sound like? How do we prepare? I think we're really fortunate to have those leaders who really role model how to prepare to be at your very best.
I want to rewind a little bit and talk about the Denver game. Where does that defensive effort rank in all of the efforts for this year?
Yeah, it's right up there. I mean, Kenny Lowe and Cameron Rundles do such a phenomenal job, both with our core defense as well as our preparation with personnel. And I thought from the outset there were some really graphic examples of it early in the game, just when you talk about things that you learn in 4th grade, being in an athletic stance, active hands, communication, picking guys up 94 feet. And when those things are there, the other stuff, the scheme and how are we defending ball screens, how are we defending a post, those things are secondary. They're necessary but not sufficient. And I thought the energy our guys came out with, it certainly set the tone against a Denver team that has really athletic guards who, when they get going downhill, they're a problem. They've got 7-footers surround the basket. You've really got to box out. And I think our guys were just connected in terms of they knew their job. And just the idea throughout a game on defense, not trying to hit home runs, but just can you make every basket tough? And the best teams, that's what they do. It's sort of a war of attrition of sorts, where that game I thought may have been our most complete 40 minutes of just great energy, great togetherness, and really no letdown in terms of the different components of a defensive possession.
You mentioned curveballs, maybe a curveball that it's North Dakota tonight, but it's still every opponent's important. How do you handle that as a coach, or is it just focusing on the opponent and not who could have been?
Well, yeah, I think you go in the tournament and everybody on the outside will look at a bracket. First off, North Dakota, and I told you this 9 days ago, they had recently beaten South Dakota State. The first time they had beaten North Dakota State, they had gone to the wire with Omaha. So they've got a really, really good team. And you didn't have to just see them play last night to know that. But I think the job they did in front of a, primarily Jackrabbit crowd in a tough place to play was really, really impressive. Everybody talks about Eagle Staff's 51-point performance, as they should. But I thought, you talk about poise, they were down 14 in the second half. And I thought the way they chipped away at that lead, and it wasn't just one guy, it was Eli King hitting big shots, it was Kraft off the bench, hit a dagger 3. But the job they do on the glass, we've said this all year, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the country, and they're also really, really athletic. And so this game presents unique challenges, different than Denver, different than if we had played South Dakota State. But the short answer is we didn't prepare for either of them. We were trying to get our guys rested, and the benefit of being a top 2 seed is you get a day off, you get your guys rested, and yesterday was all about get rested emotionally, physically, mentally. The guys came over and watched a little of the game last night and hopefully got great sleep. And then, at midnight last night, we were doing our preparation. We played both teams 2 times. There are not that many secrets at this time of the year. So let's go out and play fast and free and have some fun.
What do you want to see tonight in order to have that all happen and play one more day?
Well, rebounding is a huge key. If you watch in any possession with them, one of the tipping points, if you secure the ball, there's a good chance you can get out and run a little bit. If you don't, they're going to make life really, really difficult. Clearly, Trace and Eagle staff, and he played AAU basketball with Kendall Blue, with Eli King. They all played at D1 for D1 Minnesota, and saw them play a lot over the years. We have to do a good job on him, but so often it's how are you going to shut him down? Well, you're not going to shut him down. It's can you make things difficult, because he's going to take a lot of shots, and he's one of the most prolific scorers in the country for a reason. Offensively, I think we have to, and when we're diligent about getting into the paint and making good decisions, that's when our offense plays at its best. You've talked about the stats regarding free throw and 2-point and 3-point percentage and turnovers. And when we put pressure on the interior defense and then make decisions out of that, that's when we're at our best. And so we need all our guys just being who they are. We talk about things are simple but not easy. It's a simple game plan, be who we are, but it's going to be 40 minutes of really, really tough basketball on both ends.
JT, thanks a lot. Go get them.
All right. Thank you, Corbu. Roll Toms.
That's the head coach, Johnny Tower. We'll be back with the opening tip right after this. This is Tommy Basketball.
What you thinking about?
Tommy Sports, as always, I just can't get enough of purple and gray.
Well, you sure know a lot about the Tommies. I wish I knew that much about anything.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You can find out everything you ever wanted to know about Tommy Sports at TommySports.com.
TommySports.com?
TommySports.com. Where are you going?
To TommySports.com.
Roll Toms.
Hello, everyone. Corbu Status here, host of the Tommy Talks podcast. Join us every week as we talk to a Tommy student-athlete and get to know the person they are and what made them who they are today. Whether they compete on a court, a field, a track, or a pool, we chat with them about what it is like being a Tommy student and a Tommy athlete. A new episode is released every Tuesday and is available at TommySports.com/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe today.
On the Tommies Sports Network. From Learfield, Tommy's Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Tiffany Sports Lounge, the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics. Twin City Orthopedics, the official sports medicine partner for the Tommies. And Wings Credit Union, the official banking partner of Tommy Sports. Now to courtside. Here's Corbu Status.
Just a few moments away from tipping this one off. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups, and we'll begin with the North Dakota Fighting Hawks, who come in with a 12-20 record. 5-11 in conference play, came in as the number 6 seed, but fresh off a victory over third-seeded South Dakota State yesterday, 85-69. At a guard, 6'4", 190-pound junior Eli King from Caledonia, Minnesota, Caledonia High School. At a guard, 6'2", 200-pound sophomore Mir Panoam. Mir Panoam from Anchorage, Alaska, and the transfer from Tulane. At a forward, 6'8", 225-pound senior Amar Kulyahovich from Waterloo, Iowa, and Lakeland Junior College. At a forward, 6'6", 190-pound sophomore Mamburu Mara from Guinea and the graduate of Royal Crown Academy School. And at a guard, 6'6", 190-pound junior Trayson Eaglestaff from Bismarck, North Dakota, and Bismarck High School. North Dakota Fighting Hawks, led by Paul Sather in his 6th year as their head coach, a record of 73 and 113, 20th season overall, 355 and 264 mark. He's assisted by Jamie Stevens, Randall Herbst, Esteban Sandoval, and Bentu Panoam, who is his director of basketball operations and the older brother of Mir Panoam. Starting lineup for your St. Thomas Tommies looks like this. At a guard, 6'6", 190-pound junior Kendall Blue from Woodbury, Minnesota, and Eastridge High School. At a guard, 6'5", 180-pound freshman Nolan Minnesali from Brookfield, Wisconsin, and Marquette University. At a guard, 6'2", 175-pound grad student Drake Dobbs from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, and Liberty High School. The transfer from Liberty. He went to Eden Prairie High School. 6'2", 180-pound junior guard Miles Barnstable from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and the transfer from UW-Whitewater. And at the forward spot, 6'9", 250-pound redshirt sophomore Carter Bjorky from Plymouth, Minnesota, and Wayzata High School. Johnny Towers in his 14th season as the Tommies head coach, a record of 290 and 106. record of 72-56 in the Division I era, including 23-9 this year, 12-4 in conference play. The associate head coaches Mike Maker and Cam Rundle's Kenny Lowe are the assistants. Director of basketball operations is Josh Rodenbiker. Kevin Shield is the special assistant to the head coach, and Danny Johnson is the director of analytics and video. Broadcast starting lineup, Alex Westad producing. I'm Corbu Status. Thank you so much for rubbing the sleep out of your eyes and going ahead and staying up late with us here on a Saturday night in Sioux Falls. The Tommies are going to have to get off to a quick start, I think, and maybe wear out North Dakota, who played a tough one last night, an emotional one last night. You also wonder just how much does Trayson Eaglestaff have in the tank after putting up 51 points last night. North Dakota will once again wear their road blacks with the green letters and numerals trimmed in white and some sort of green and white pattern up the side. If I was better at tactiles, I'd be able to describe that pattern. As for the Tommies, I can tell you exactly what they're wearing. The home whites with the purple and gray stripes up the side, purple letters and purple numerals. The Tommies scripted across their chest. Tommies will move left to right as we see it directly across from the Tommy bench. Drake Dobbs is fired up. Chatting with Zach Tyson, the former Tommy who was part of that squad that made the transition from D3 to D1. He's in the crowd tonight. A lot of purple across from us. And at stake here is a berth into the championship game. It'll be Nolan Minasali and Mamburu Mara to battle for the opening tap. Ball is in the air, and we are finally underway. And North Dakota will open up with the basketball. They move right to left. Near Panoam, who's as quick as they get. Hands off to Morrow. Finds a cutting king to the basket. Lays it up with contact. No good. Kuljahovic can't handle the rebound. It goes out of play, and the Tommies will take it. Tommies want to limit the offensive rebounding for North Dakota. Let's see how the Tommies answer with their first offensive possession. No score, 20 seconds gone. Bjerke, angle right, he's open for three. Bingo! How about that start? 3-0 Tommies. Connor Bjerke picking up right where he left off with 13 points and 3 rebounds yesterday. Panoam gets to the rim, right of lane, missed the layup, rebound tipped up once, twice, pulled down by Panoam, layup up and good. So North Dakota once again attacking the glass. They have their first bucket, 3-2 St. Thomas. 19-10 to play in the first half. Bjerke on the outside right, guarded by King, goes to Dobbs, head of the key. He's guarded by Kuljahovic. Goes to Bjerke on the left wing, to the left corner for Blue. Out front for Dobbs. Back to Blue on the left wing. Deep three on the way. Around and out. Rebound tapped out to Dobbs. New life for the Tommies. To Blue out front. Back to Dobbs with the 3-2 lead. Has it on the left wing. Takes it to the head of the key. Goes to Blue on the left side. Looking underneath, trying to get it to Barnstable. Instead, moves it out front for Bjerke. 6 to shoot. Blue takes it back. Attacks right in the lane. Runner on the waist. Stripped by Panoam on the way up, but a foul. Foul goes against Mir Panoam, his first, team's first. Kendall Blue will go to the line to shoot 2. Kendall Blue coming off a 15-point, 3-rebound performance in the victory on Thursday night against Denver. First free throw is good. Blue now with 984 points in his career. It's the second free throw. And the Tommies lead 5-2, 18:39 to play in the first. Tommy's going to come out with some full court pressure. Eaglestaff handling the basketball against Miles Barnstable. Brings it into the front court right. Now double team, lobs it to Kuljahovic on the right wing. Kuljahovic looking for some help, finds it in Panoam on the angle right. Picked up the dribble, he needs some help. Gets it to Kuljahovic, right lane. Finds a cutting Eaglestaff underneath, knocked away by Barnstable, into the hands of Minasali. Minasali's got Kuljahovic on his back, no whistle. Lobs it to Bjerke underneath, low post left, had to go up and get it. Trying to throw it to Barnstable. He threw a wild pass, it's tipped out of play, and it'll belong to North Dakota. Minnesali was trying to get the foul against Kulyahovic, and I wonder if that just threw him off a little bit. 5-2 Tommies, just about 2 minutes gone here in the first. Tommies looking to punch their ticket to the Summit League Championship. North Dakota trying to make it 2 straight years where there's a surprise in the championship game. And from the left side, Eli King knocks down a 3. He was instrumental in getting the Hawks back into the game yesterday. Here he ties it up at 5 with 17:45 to play in the first. Blue at the head of the key to the Bjerke. Passes up on the 3, goes to Blue at the head of the key. Takes it to the angle right, guarded by Kulyahovic. Clears out traffic. Kulyahovic picks out his pocket, brings it into the front court. Minnesali knocks it away from him. Minnesali falling out of bounds, loses the ball, throws it right to Panome, goes up and dunks it down. Minnesali never quite grabbed the basketball. Tommies turned up the floor thinking they were going to be on the break, and it turns into the first lead of the ball game for North Dakota. Barnstable hands off Blue on the right wing to Bjerke out front. One dribble to the right, fires for 3. Front rim no good, rebound Panome. 3 minutes gone in the first. North Dakota 7, St. Thomas 5. Panome on the right side, gets to the baseline, kicks all the way through for Mara, fakes the 3, drives into the paint, hangs in the air, floats it up, and scores. You know, Mamburu Mara feels good playing the Tommies after a career-high 18 points last time they squared off. Bjerke right wing, another 3 on the way. That one's around and out. Rebound to North Dakota. North Dakota 4 of 6 to start. The Tommies 1 of 3. North Dakota with the lead, 9-5. 4-point deficit is the largest for the Tommies. King on the right wing, deep 3 on the way. That's no good. Whistle away from the basketball, and a foul going against Kendall Blue. Mark Riggs with the call. I mean, the ball was nowhere near where the action happened. So give the ball back to North Dakota. Alfred Smith, Todd Van Sosen, and Mark Riggs, the officials tonight. Panome will inbound it from the left baseline. He's got 20 to shoot. To Eagle Staff near the left corner, guarded by Benny now. Rich Byrie is also checked in. Eagle Staff trying to back down now. Lost the basketball. Whistle foul going against Ben now, called by Mark Riggs from across the other side of the court. So Mark Riggs has entered the chat twice now. Inbounds to Eagle Staff. They get it to Mayor, left wing. He knocks down the 3, and Deng Mayor has given the Hawks a 7-point lead. This is a 9-0 run right now by North Dakota. 4 minutes gone in the first half. Dobbs goes to Minnesali on the left wing. To Byrie out front, gets it to Ben now on the right wing, guarded by Panome. Out front for Blue, guarded by Mayor. Blue starts right, comes back to the left. Picked up the dribble. In trouble, finds Ben now, who cuts left in the lane, lost the basketball, gets it back to Dobbs, to Blue out front, to Minnesali right wing. 3 to shoot, drives into the paint, kicks it out for Ben now. At the buzzer, the shot clock 3 is up, no good. Rebound to North Dakota. Boy, they've come out with some energy, playing some good D. Panome has it on the left wing with a 7-point lead, 15:25 to play in the first half. Eli King between the circles. Holds the basketball, goes to the right side for Mara, fires the 3, that's well off the mark. Long rebound picked up by Dobbs. He leads the charge into the front court right. Now he'll slow it down at the wing. Crosses over King, jumps up in the paint, needs some help. Finds it in Ben now on the outside. To Blue on the left wing. He'll retreat and set up the offense near half court. 15 to shoot, head of the key, fires the 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Eagle Staff. Tommy's 1 of 6 to start from behind the arc. Underneath they go, looking for Mara. It's tipped away by Minnesali, and Mara gets called for the foul as Minnesali went spilling to the turf. Mamburu Mara can't believe it, but we have a timeout on the floor, and we will take it. Tommy's trailing 12-5, 14:46 to play in this first half. This is Tommy Basketball.
Wings Financial Credit Union is the official banking partner of Tommy Sports. And with our Tommy Visa debit card, you can show your pride wherever you go. At the gas station.
Roll Toms on pump 5.
At the grocery store.
Roll Toms, roll Toms, roll Toms.
Even at the bowling alley.
Lane 17, roll Toms.
So show your pride and become a member today at wingsfinancial.com/TommySports. Insured by NCAA. Membership required.
The St. Thomas men's basketball team was in the fight for first place in the Summit League all season long. Now their most successful season in the D1 era continues as they turn their attention to a conference tournament title. And anything can happen in Sioux Falls. Listen to coverage of the Summit League men's basketball tournament with Johnny Towers' team contending for a conference championship. Buzzer to buzzer basketball in March, right here on 1500 ESPN.
Tommy's off to a cold start. 1 of 6 from the floor, all of those from behind the arc. And they trail North Dakota 12-5. This is the first time the Tommies have trailed at the first media timeout since the Kansas City game back on March 1st. It's 10 o'clock Central Time. That means we owe you a station ID. Let's go ahead and do that now. 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is Tommy Basketball. Corbu Status with you in Sioux Falls. Alex Westad staying up late to produce tonight. Thank you for joining us. North Dakota has shown no ill effects from their late night last night. They are playing well to start. Tommies just haven't hit their threes, and that's when the Tommies have gotten into trouble. 1 of 6 to start from the floor. You can catch every Tommy basketball game on the new Summit League Network, part of the Midcoast Sports Plus family. Subscribe today and you'll never miss a second of the action. Tommy's hoping this isn't their final game of the year. They're hoping that that comes tomorrow. I would imagine that Omaha is also big Tommy fans right now. If the Tommies win tonight, Omaha automatically gets their ticket punched to the NCAA tournament. Tommies will open up this segment of the first half with Dobbs, Osterbahn, Byrie, Bennow, and Barnstable on the floor playing offense. Osterbahn has it on the right wing. Works the dribble, hands off. Bennow takes it across the head of the key to Dobbs on the left wing. Back to Bennow, left wing. He's open for 3. Airballs it into the hands of Mamburu Mara. Tommies now 1 of 7 to start from behind the arc. Eagle Staff driving right in the lane. Poked in, stolen by Bennow. Bennow into the front court. Bounces it ahead for Osterbahn. Hangs in the air. Shot block. Comes down with the basketball. Needs some help. Rolls it to Dobbs. Right baseline to Bennow out front. He attacks right in the lane. Out away with the travel. They move it to Barnstable left wing for 3. That's no good. And the rebound to North Dakota. Tommy's 1 of 8 to start this contest from behind the arc. 1 of 9 overall. 12-5 North Dakota. They have the basketball. It's King to Mayor on the right side. Takes the dribble across the head of the key, hands off the Eagle Staff. He throws it back to King, stolen away by Bennow. Bennow with his second consecutive steal. Angle right 3 try, no good. And the rebound pulled down by North Dakota. Mayor on the right side, has the dribble with the 7-point lead. Steps back for a deep 3, that's no good. Rebound Mayor. Mayor into the paint. Tamara for a deep 2, that's no good. And the rebound to St. Thomas. North Dakota on a 9-0 run, but they've been stuck there for a while. Tommy's trying to find that offense. 1 of 10 to start. They find Byrie, low post left, lost the basketball, and it goes out of play. Well, this is as bad a start as you could imagine for the Tommies. And that play there encapsulated it. Byrie losing the ball without a lot of contact. Tommy's going to make some substitutions. Ryan Dufault, Kendall Blue, Osterbahn, Barnstable, and Bjerke on the floor. Playing defense. 13:03 to play in the first half. North Dakota with the basketball. Eagle Staff with the hunched over dribble at center court. Lobs it to Mayor at the head of the key. Goes to the left corner as Woodson passes up the 3, passes it to King. Now takes it back in the left corner. The 3's no good. Weak side rebound to Barnstable. Barnstable quickly into the front court. His team trying to get back on track. Attacks left to the left corner. Osterbahn fakes a 3, kicks it to Dufault. Dufault cut off on the left side. Brings it into the paint. Spins back to the left. Double team there. Kicks it out front for Blue. 15 to shoot. And a stoppage of play. Barnstable lost the contact. And get that put back in. Get it rinsed off. Drake Dobbs will come in and replace him while they take a look at that. So the Tommies will have 14 to shoot. Kendall Blue will inbound it. To Bjerke out front. He lets everybody go by. Hands off Dufault on the right wing. Gets a screen, gets into the paint, floats it up with the left off bounce, goes right to Bjerke, gathers it in, lays it up, missed it, puts it back up and in with the tip in. Ooh. Tommy's missing layups, but there's Bjerke to clean up the mess. The Tommies stop the 9-0 run. They trail 12-7. Eaglestaff right in the lane, missed the layup, and the rebound comes to St. Thomas. It's Dufault, full speed ahead. His team down by 5. Dobbs takes over between the circles. Fakes the 3, drives left, cut off there, retreats to the wing, to the corner for Dufault. Jab step, now brings it into the paint, spins baseline, floats it up, it's off the back rim, no good. Rebound Eli King. It's 12-7 North Dakota. They've been stuck on that score for a while. They've gone one of their last 7. From the right side, King's wide open for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Osterbahn. Boy, if the Tommies could heat up, they have a chance to retake this lead. Bjerke right in the lane, working against Mayor, brings it into the paint, spins away from trouble, banks it up, it rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound to Eli King. St. Thomas is 2 of 15 to start this game. 2 of 15. They only trail 12-7. Whistle away from the basketball, foul going against North Dakota. And a technical foul. Going against who? Alfred Smith called a foul against North Dakota, and then not long after it called a technical foul, and I'm not sure on who. I'm not even sure on which team. We'll see if we can get the announcement, but maybe a double tech. Also, okay, so the foul went against Woodson. That's his first, team's third, and they're going to take a look at this. We're going to take the media timeout. 11:06 to play in the first, and North Dakota leads 12-7. This is Tommy Basketball.
Hey, Tommy fans, voice of the Tommies, Corbu Status here. It's been 3 great years of the Tommies climbing to the Division I level. And here in year 4, we're that much closer to NCAA tournament eligibility. It's currently slated for the 2026-27 season, but don't wait until then to get involved. The Division I days are here to stay. Watch, listen, and stay up to date on all the University of St. Thomas teams by visiting tommysports.com today.
Hey, Tommy fans! Supply Chain Solutions is a logistics management consulting company, and we take pride in our customer-first approach. We are a leader when it comes to seeking out sustainable, efficient, and effective solutions for our clients. Like Tommy Athletics, we're always looking to get better. Our dedicated team, many who are Tommies, help your business. Visit us at supplychainsolutionscorp.com to find out more. Supply Chain Solutions, the official logistics partner of Tommy Athletics. Roll Toms!
All right, welcome back to Sioux Falls, where the Tommies trail 12-7 with 11 minutes and 6 seconds to play in this first half. The double technical fouls called against Ben Osterbahn and Darius Woodson. So that should be 2 fouls then on Woodson. And that's also 1 foul against Osterbahn. Osterbahn has been in the mix on a couple of technical fouls this year. So Woodson picking up his second personal foul. Tommies have the basketball. They get it underneath to Minnesali, to Bjerke. He burrows in. He's bodied there by Kuljahovic. And Kuljahovic will be called for his first personal foul, team's 4th. fifth. Tommies have been whistled for 3. Tommies have had a couple of late starts this year. The latest was 8:30 in the Summit League qualifier on Thursday, the quarterfinals, I should say. Tommies are 4-0 in games that started after 8 o'clock, so let's hope that they keep that up, but they got a ways to go here. Trailing by 5, inbounds to Blue, they go to Dobbs out front. Dobbs exploring left, out front for Bjerke, back to Dobbs, looking for room at the head of the key. He drives left in the lane, cut off there, will fire from the elbow, and hits. Drake Dobbs' first field goal of the ball game. Tommies have cut it to 3 as North Dakota has gone quiet. They haven't scored in the last 5:29. Kuliahovic out front. Has it inside the arc at the head of the key. Hands off King. Right in the lane. Picked up the dribble to Panoa. To Kraft. Left wing is 3s. Up and good. So Zach Kraft ends the scoreless streak and puts North Dakota back up by 6. Tommies just 3 of 16 to start the contest. Dobbs attacking left in the lane. Burrowing in. Goes high off the glass. Scores! Wanted a foul call. Didn't get it. He's got 4, and the Tommies cut it to 4 halfway through the first. Tommies have gotten the looks. Now they just need to start hitting. They shot 50%, 10 of 20 in the win over Denver. Right now, 1 of 9 from behind the arc. Pass out front, stolen by Blue. One-on-one with Woodson. Steps through, hangs in the air, lays it up. Good for 2, and a chance for 3. Kendall Blue with the steal, the hoop, and the harm. And the foul goes against Woodson. That's his 3rd. Sixth team foul against North Dakota. Now let's see if the Tommies can continue to chip away at this deficit. Free throw is up and it is good. 5 for Kendall Blue. 1-point Tommy deficit, 9:45 to play in the first. North Dakota's already turned it over 7 times. Tommies have only been able to turn that into 5 points. Out front, Kuliahovic, wide open for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Barnstable. He skied up to get that one. Brings it into the front court. Finds Dobbs at center court. Working against Panoam at the head of the key. Finds Blue on the left wing. Drifts to the left side, takes a baseline. Back to the basket. Goes with a rocket pass right into the arms of Eli King. King jogs it into the front court, leading by 1. Skip it to Mara. Mara doesn't want it, gives it back to King between the circles. Now to Panoam on the outside right with the seam up by 1. Hands off Kuliahovic at the head of the key. Takes it to the right elbow, picked up the dribble. Needs somebody, finds Mara on the right wing. He traces the arc to the elbow. Now goes underneath, spinning, losing the basketball, diving on the floor. Bjerke, Mara picks it up. 3 to shoot, skips it to King left wing. Rhythm 3 is no good, and a whistle foul going against the Tommies on the rebound. Foul goes against Carter Bjerke, his first, team's 4th. Blue, Dobbs, and Bjerke will take a seat. Ben now, Byrie, and Dufault in to join Minnesali and Barnstable. Fresh 20 here for Panoam and the Hawks, leading 15-14. Kuliahovic takes out front, finds Eaglestaff, and a foul going against Benny now. That will be his 2nd. Got his 2 hands on Eaglestaff, and now Benny now is going to stay in the ballgame with those 2 personal fouls. Team's 5th. Eaglestaff head of the key to Kuliahovic at the right elbow. Almost walked with it. Hands off to Eaglestaff. Back to Kuliahovic to Panoam at the rim. Missed the dunk. Tommy got a hand at it. Mara comes down with the basketball. Eaglestaff has it. Tamara left corner. He's open for 3 and he hits. Tommy's almost did it. But that's been the story of the first 11 minutes here. Is almost for the Tommies. They trail 18-14 with 8:15 to play in the first. Minnesali thinking right wing 3. That's off the mark. Rebound to North Dakota. Tommies now 1 of 10 from behind the arc. Kuliahovic out front. Goes to Panoam on the right wing. To Eaglestaff, right baseline. Eaglestaff out front, Kuliahovic. Rhythm 3 is up and good. Kuljahovic, who shoots just 23% from behind the arc, knocks that one down. And the Tommies back down by 7, matching their large deficit. See if the Tommies can heat up. Byrie out front with 7:36 to play in the first. Brings it to Minasali on the right wing. Left-handed dribble into the paint, attacking Kuljahovic. Reverses dribble to the right wing. He's got 9 on the shot clock. He's going to go one-on-one. Burrows in, gets underneath. He's double-teamed, steps through, kicks it out to Dufall. 1 to shoot, fires the 18-footer ahead of the key, rattles around and out. And rebound to North Dakota. 21-14, Fighting Hawks with the lead. 7:10 to play in the first half. Kuljahovic, wide open right wing 3. Air ball to Panoam, who gets the rebound and lays it up and in. Tommies down by 9. This is their large deficit. They have their shooting to blame, 25%. Dufall picked it up, goes to Minasali on the right wing. Brings it to the elbow, to Barnstable. Angle right, he'll fire the 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, Byrie tipped it back up, no good. Got it back, lost it. King knocked it out of play. Last touch by North Dakota. It'll belong to St. Thomas when we come back with 6:40 to play in the first half. And the Fighting Hawks leading 23-14. This is Tommy Basketball.
Hello, everyone. Corbu Status here, host of the Tommy Talks podcast. Join us every week as we talk to a Tommy student-athlete and get to know the person they are and what made them who they are today. Whether they compete on a court, a field, a track, or a pool, we chat with them about what it is like being a Tommy student and a Tommy athlete. A new episode is released every Tuesday and is available at tommysports.com/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe today.
What's with all the purple? Wait, is it Tuesday?
It's game day. I'm heading to a Tommy game tonight with my family.
Wow, the whole family? I didn't know you were making that much money here.
Don't be silly. Tommy games are affordable. I can bring the whole family, get them some snacks, and I don't have to work any overtime to do it.
Great, then you can bring me.
How about we meet there after you get your tickets at tommysports.com/tickets.
tommysports.com/tickets.
Not the start the Tommies wanted. As crisp as they were against Denver, with the shots falling and the defense they were playing, they have not had that same result here tonight. Trailing 23-14 with 6:40 to play in the first half. Big reason, I'll give a lot of credit to North Dakota's defense. The Tommies have had to really work for open shots, but when they found them, they haven't found the bottom of the bucket. They have gone 5 of 22 from the floor, 1 of 11 from behind the arc. They have missed their last 10 three-pointers. Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Tommy Athletics. TCO is trusted by some of the biggest names in sports, and they bring that same level of care to our athletes. Thank you, TCO, for being a part of our team. Visit TCOMN.com to learn more. Leading scorer right now for the Tommies, 5 points for Carter Bjerke, 5 for Kendall Blue. Drake Dobbs has 4, and that is it for the Tommies in terms of scoring. Miles Barnstable 0 for 2, Ben Now 0 for 3, Ryan Dufall 0 for 3. Nolan Minasali 0 for 1. He got baited into a 3 and he took it and did not make it. Tommies will have the basketball, 18 on the shot clock. Osterbahn, Dobbs, Blue, Bjerke, and Ben Now on the floor. Ben Now with 2 personal fouls. Going to have to be careful out there. Blue to trigger it in from the North Dakota bench. Gets it to Bjerke on the head of the key. Hands off now on the right side to Osterbahn. Fakes a 3. Drives into the paint. Hard to the hole. Tried to scoop it off to Bjerke, who had vacated the premises. And the Tommies turn it over. Good idea by Osterbahn, but I think Bjerke was expecting a shot. Tommies turn it over. 6th turnover of the early going. Mir Panoam brings it into the front court for the Fighting Hawks with a 9-point lead. Mayor at the head of the key. Hands off Eagle Staff. Eagle Staff still looking for his first points of the ball game. They move it to Mara on the right side. Mara directing traffic as he brings the left-handed dribble to the angle left. Drives left in the lane. Stops there. Needs some help. Shovels off for Mayor. Left in the lane. Banks it up and scores. 5 for Deng Mayor. And the Tommies trail by 11 with 6 minutes to play in the first. Blue on the right wing to Ben now out front. Open for three. He got it. Let's see if that gets the Tommies going. They had missed 10 straight triples. They knocked that one down. Trailing by 8. Panoam into the front court. To Eaglestaff. Back to Mayor, attacking left. Puts it up, top angle. Rebound Panoam. Left of the lane. He'll dribble it back out. Panoam on the wing. Brings it to the elbow. Now to the head of the key. Goes to work with the left-handed dribble. Attacks right in the lane. Kicks it to King. King falls down, loses the basketball. Picked up by Osterbond. To Dobbs. Streak of white into the front court. He'll slow it down. Now he'll attack to the right corner. Ben now fakes the three. Fires the three. Hits the three. Back-to-back triples for Ben now. And they stopped play for some reason. Maybe pick something up off the floor, I'm not sure. But Ben now with back-to-back triples has kept the Tommy deficit to 5 with 5:10 to play in the first. Panoam with the dribble into the front court. Right now, North Dakota outscoring the Tommies 10-4 on second chance points, even though the Tommies have more offensive rebounds. Mara on the right wing, thinking three, now puts the ball on the floor, now fires the three, that's off the mark, rebound Barnstable. Tommies will let Mara take that shot. Dobbs into the front court, trailing by 5. Goes to Ben now on the left wing, starts to drive, a little out of control, Mayor reaching in, gets called for the foul as he bailed out Ben now. First against Mayor, 7th team, so 1-1 now for Ben now. Ben now at 87.5% this year as a free throw shooter. He scored the last 6 for St. Thomas, trying to make it 7, maybe even 8 in a row. Free throw is up and it is good. Nobody's played more games in the Division I era in a Tommy uniform than Ben now. Trying to make it 8 straight points to cut the deficit to just 3. And he does. Little 8-0 run here by Ben now. 4:37 to play in the first half. Tommies trail by 3. Eaglestaff working against Ben now in the front court. Now tried to draw the charge, instead picked up foul number 3. Boy, that's too bad. He was really your offense, and now you have to take him off the floor with 4:33 to play in the first. Kendall Blue checks back in. Eaglestaff will take it. Guarded by Barnstable. Now Osterbond picks him up near center court. Eaglestaff wants a screen. Bjerke's there. They go to Mayor on the left wing. To King on the right side. Brings it into the paint. Driving against Dobbs. Floats it up and gets it to fall. 5 for Eli King. Tommy's down by 5. 4:13 to play in the first half. Dobbs to Bjerke on the right wing. One dribble to the right. Picks it up. Hands off Dobbs on the wing. Dobbs can use the dribble. Now he will with 16 on the shot clock. Moves it to Barnstable. He attacks right. Steps back for an angle left 3. Got it! The threes are starting to fall for the Tommies. And they've cut it to 2 with 3:49 to play in the first. Tommies have gone 3 of 3 on their last 3 threes. Got that? Eaglestaff, head of the key. He's open for 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped up by Osterbond and it went in. We'll see who they give the points to. With the Tommies trail 29-25. They give it to Kuljahovic. Bjerke, angle left. Lets everybody go by. He's got 15 to shoot. Hands off Blue. Bodied there by Kraft. No whistle to Bjerke left wing. To Barnstable, head of the key. 9 to shoot. Hesitates. Drives left in the lane. Got it up off the glass. No good. Rebound to Eaglestaff. Into the front court he comes. Eaglestaff slowed down. Now attacks. Goes to the right corner. The 3 on the way from Kraft. That's no good. Rebound Osterbond. 3 minutes to play in the first. Tommies trailing by 4. Trying to get that offense going. Dobbs crosses over in the paint. Goes out front Bjerke. King is there on the catch. Hands off Blue, and a whistle foul going against Kraft for North Dakota. That's his first, team's 8th, and the Tommies will have free throws when we come back. 2:49 to play in the first. It's North Dakota 29, St. Thomas 25. This is Tommy Basketball.
At Elevate the Arches, we're driven by purpose to elevate the potential of our student athletes, boost the performance of our team, and raise the national profile of St. Thomas. With a focus on 3 key pillars, community, career, and compensation, Elevate the Arches isn't just supporting athletes. We're building a foundation for their future and the future of our program. Join us at elevatethearches.com. That's elevatethearches.com, where we elevate dreams, performance, and pride for St. Thomas. Visit now and be a part of something bigger.
Looking to make yourself feel at home while on the road? Look no further than the Residence Inn St. Paul downtown. After a thriving day in the Twin Cities, settle into your suite and enjoy our comforting amenities. Prepare a meal in our full kitchens before finishing up tasks at our ergonomic workstations. End of the night by plunging into our airy bedding and curling up with lush linens and plump pillows to recharge for another exciting day. Awake refreshed and head to our free breakfast buffet to refuel with hearty and healthy morning favorites. Get around town with ease using our hotel's free shuttle service. So book your next stay with the Residence Inn St. Paul downtown, a preferred hotel partner of the St. Thomas Tommies.
St. Thomas trailing 29-25, 2:49 to play in the first half. Tommy's doing a lot of things right in this first half, but just to illustrate how bad the shooting has been for the Tommies, they have less turnovers than North Dakota by a margin of 2, but North Dakota has outscored the Tommies on points off of turnovers by a margin of 2. Tommies have the exact same amount of offensive rebounds as North Dakota, but North Dakota has outscored them 12-4 in offensive rebounding, or in second chance points. Tommies are at 30.8% from the floor, 4 of 14 from behind the arc. That's 28.6%. They've started to pick it up here in this last bit of stretch. Ben now had an 8-0 run after North Dakota had an 11-point lead. But he picked up his 3rd personal foul, and he will have to sit on the bench for the final 4.5 minutes of this first half. Right now, there's 2:49 left in it. Kendall Blue at the line for a 1-and-1. Drake Dobbs, Miles Barnstable, Nolan Minnesali, Rich Byrie on the floor. Blue with 5 points. Free throw is up, and it rattles around, no good. Rebound to King. Tommies have not had a lot of luck at that rim. Panoam brings the dribble into the front court with a 4-point lead. Mayor takes it on the angle left to Kuljahovic out front for the Fighting Hawks. To King on the left wing. Looking for some room to operate. Goes underneath to Kuljahovic. Knocked away by Blue into the hands of Minnesali. Great D there. Minnesali attacking right in the lane to Barnstable. He drives left. Hands off Blue out front. He wants 3. He got it. Tommies cut it to 1. Blue got the steal, and he gets the triple. 2:12 to play in the first. 29-28 North Dakota. Panoam at half court with Minnesali right on his hip. Now Minnesali will sag off. Panoam directing traffic with 2 minutes to play in the first. Finds Kuljahovic on the right side. Brings it to the head of the key, looking back door for King. Corralled it, goes reverse and lays it up and in. Boy, Eli King barely corralled that pass, kept it on his hip, and still was able to lay it up and in. Blue attacking back the other way, right in the lane. Tough off-balance runner. It's up and good. Kendall Blue from the right side gets points number 9 and 10. And once again cuts the deficit to 1 with 1:31 to play in the first. Panoam quickly into the front court. North Dakota slowing down the pace once again. Kuljahovic brings it to King on the right side. To Kuljahovic right on the lane. Fakes a pass, drives underneath. He got through to the rim and lays it up and in. Tommy's trailing 33-30. 1:11 to play in this first half. Dobbs at the head of the key, drifting to the right, to Blue on the right wing. Gets a screen out front. He'll fire the 3 from there. That's well off the mark. Rebound, Panoam. Heat check there for Blue to see how he's feeling. Missed it. North Dakota, with under a minute to play in the first, has the basketball and a 3-point lead. Kuljahovic hands off King on the angle right. Left-handed dribble, steps back, spot three, goes to Panoam on the right wing. He's got it on the right side with 9 to shoot. Gets the screen, gets underneath, runs over Minnesali. Offensive foul. That one looked like it could have gone either way. The Tommies will take it. That's number 2 on Panoam. And it comes with 35.9 seconds to play in the first half. That's the team's 9th. Minnesali, Dobbs, Bjerke, Blue, and Barnstable on the floor. Final 33 seconds of the first. Tommies trailing by 3. About a 6-second differential game in shot clock. Dobbs out front to Bjerke on the left wing. Back to Dobbs. Looking underneath the Minnesali. They go to the corner for Barnstable. 13 to shoot. To Dobbs out front. 10 to shoot. Dobbs to Bjerke, left wing. Quick release on the triple. Got it! 12 seconds to play in the first. Bjerke with 8. Tied at 33. We're down to 6. Eaglestaff with 4. Eaglestaff with 3. Attacking right in the lane. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound controlled by St. Thomas. And they come back from an 11-point deficit to tie it at 33 apiece at the end of the first half. Nice little rally there by the Tommies as they get that nice strong finish there at the end of the first half. And we're joined by Associate Head Coach Mike Maker. And Makes, what was the key to the Tommies getting something going there at the end of the first half?
Well, listen, I thought we were really tight, maybe we're uncomfortable being viewed as the favorite, I don't know. But that wasn't us offensively. Give North Dakota a lot of credit. We had way too many turnovers. We settled for jump shots. We got to play inside out. Having said that, I thought we showed a lot of resilience and fighting back, and our competitive spirit defensively helped us with that.
Yeah, you're right there with them on the offensive glass, right there, forcing the turnovers. So what needs to change in the second half? Is it just the shots falling?
I think we need to settle down offensively and be who we are. I just thought, we were one. Carter made the first shot, and then we missed our next 11 from 3. And then we were not playing off 2 feet, uncharacteristic turnovers. Listen, this stage is big, and hopefully we'll settle down at the half. But we finished the half in a great way, so we have momentum going into halftime. We're fortunate to be tied, and hopefully get off to a good start in the first 4.
Makes, thank you.
Thanks so much, Roll Thomas.
That's Associate Head Coach Mike Maker joining us here at the half. His interview brought to you by United Healthcare. The Wings Credit Union halftime show is next. Tommies and the Hawks tied at 33 apiece. This is Tommy Basketball.
Dave's Hot Chicken specializes in hot chicken sliders and tenders, along with sides of house-made kale slaw, creamy mac and cheese, and crispy French fries. Offered at 7 spice levels ranging from no spice to Reaper, which requires a signed waiver for those who dare. Each piece of hand-breaded chicken is spiced to order, using a spice blend crafted specifically for its heat level or no spice. Follow the brand on Instagram and TikTok at Dave's Hot Chicken for updates. The Courtyard St. Paul downtown is now open, providing the best downtown St. Paul has to offer. Whether you are in town for an annual meeting at the St. Paul River Center, a St. Thomas Tommies game, a Minnesota Wild game, or a concert at Xcel Energy Center, you will find all you need from entertainment to restaurants for a relaxing and enjoyable stay, all within walking distance. You will also enjoy inviting, flexible spaces where you can work or relax throughout the hotel. Our well-equipped fitness center and indoor pool will help you stay refreshed and energized. So plan your next trip with the Courtyard St. Paul downtown, a preferred hotel partner of the St. Thomas Tommies.
United Healthcare knows when it comes to your health, everything matters. From a common cold to an uncommon mole. That's why United Healthcare is dedicated to providing simple, accessible coverage with the resources and support that matter to you. Because your health is the one thing that matters more than anything. United Healthcare. There for what matters. Learn more at uhc.com.
Tommy fans, thank you so much for an amazing 2024 full of milestone moments, outstanding achievements, and foundation-building belief. We celebrated championships, commencements, and philanthropic collaborations unlike any this university has ever seen. Now, in 2025, we look forward to welcoming you to our new Mecca, Lee and Penny Anderson Arena. Seat selection is happening soon. Don't miss the chance to be in the building on day 1. Visit TommySports.com for more.
on the Tommies Sports Network. From Learfield, St. Thomas Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Wings Credit Union, the official banking partner of Tommy Sports. Twin City Orthopedics, the official sports medicine partner for the Tommies. And by Tiffany Sports Lounge, the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics. This is Tommy's Halftime. Now back to courtside.
Halftime, and the Tommies and the Fighting Hawks knotted up at 33 apiece. First time this year that they have been tied at the half. Tommies have had a double-digit lead in each of the first two games between these two schools. Tommies had to overcome a double-digit deficit this time in the first half, but they outscored North Dakota 19-8 over the final 6:05 to even this one up at 33 apiece. Welcome into the Halftime Report. It's brought to you by Wings Credit Union, the official banking partner of Tommy Sports. Join today to get your own Tommy Visa debit card, insured by NCAA. Well, let's get you up to date on what's going on in the world of Tommy athletics, also in the Summit League tournament. Let's start with men's hockey. They swept Ferris State, a 7-3 victory yesterday, and a 4-1 victory tonight. Liam Malmquist with the hat trick. The semifinals will take place next. Single elimination. Tommies will find out who they will play after the conclusion of the Augustana Bemidji State series. That's the only one to go 3. They will play tomorrow, then they'll reseed the tournament, and the Tommies will find out where they will be headed next. Women's basketball had their season come to an end yesterday with an 80-67 loss to North Dakota. Say goodbye to Joe Langben and Sammy Apichka, among others. They went out with 26 points and a double-double, respectively. Amber Scalia had 18 points. Tommies finished at 17 and 13 for the season. Softball won at Drake 4-2 earlier today. Same two teams tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Baseball split a doubleheader at Austin Peay, winning game number 1 8-4, losing game number 2 8-6. They'll play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Women's tennis fell at Denver. They will be at Air Force tomorrow. On the women's side of the bracket, Oral Roberts and South Dakota State both advanced to the championship game. They're your number 1 and 2 seed, respectively. And the South Dakota State will be the favorite in that one. They'll tip off tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Omaha pounded South Dakota earlier today, 100-75, and the game wasn't even that close. They await the winner of this one. Should the Tommies win it, Omaha will go to the NCAA tournament, because even if the Tommies win tomorrow, Omaha would get the automatic bid since they won the regular season. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you up to date on the first half stats, as the Tommies and the Hawks are tied at 33 apiece. The Wings Credit Union Halftime Show. This is Tommy Basketball.
The St. Thomas men's basketball team was in the fight for first place in the Summit League all season long. Now their most successful season in the D1 era continues as they turn their attention to a conference tournament title. And anything can happen in Sioux Falls. Listen to coverage of the Summit League men's basketball tournament with Johnny Towers' team contending for a conference championship. Buzzer to buzzer basketball in March, right here on 1500 ESPN.
Wings Financial Credit Union is the official banking partner of Tommy Sports. And with our Tommy Visa debit card, you can show your pride wherever you go. At the gas station.
Roll Toms on pump 5.
At the grocery store.
Roll Toms, roll Toms, roll Toms.
Even at the bowling alley.
Lane 17, roll Toms.
So show your pride and become a member today at wingsfinancial.com/Tommy Sports. Insured by NCAA. Membership required.
The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the celebration of a title. That's what spring sounded like last season on the University of St. Thomas campus. So just because hockey and hoops are done, doesn't mean there's not more to see in St. Paul. Come check out the defending Summit League champion Tommy baseball team on North Campus and head across Summit Avenue to South Campus to see Tommy softball in their 4th season of Division I play. Games and times at tommysports.com.
Go to Twin Cities Orthopedics for more doctors and specialty services.
set.
TCO for more orthopedic urgent care locations ready to go.
7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
Ready, set, TCO for more of what you need to keep your body moving. Learn more at tcomn.com.
Welcome back to the Wings Credit Union halftime show, where we have a tie ball game. North Dakota 33, St. Thomas 33. Let's take a look at the first half stats. They're brought to you by Supply Chain Solutions. North Dakota has two players leading the way in scoring, Amar Kulyahovich and Eli King, each with 7 apiece. 6 points for Mir Panoam to go along with 6 rebounds for the point guard. 5 points for Mamburu Mara, 5 for Deng Mayor, 3 points for Zach Kraft. Trayson Eaglestaff yet to score in that first half. He does have 4 assists. He does have 3 turnovers. He does have 1 rebound. Playing and not scoring in that first half also Darius Woodson, who picked up 3 personal fouls in 3 minutes and 20 seconds of action. Let it be known that in 5 halves of play against the Tommies this year, Trayson Eaglestaff has been held scoreless in 4 of them. For the first half, the Fighting Hawks shoot 44% from the floor. They go 29% from behind the arc. They do not attempt a free throw. They have 6 offensive rebounds. Of their 20 total rebounds, they have turned those 6 offensive rebounds into 12 second chance points. For the Tommies, 15 rebounds, 6 of which are offensive, but they've only put up 4 second chance points. Tommies finally got things going in the points off of turnovers. They forced 10 North Dakota turnovers. They turned it into 14 points. Tommies have turned it over 6 times, good for 10 North Dakota points. Kendall Blue with 10 points to lead the way for the Tommies. 8 points for Ben Now, including 8 straight after North Dakota had gotten up to an 11-point lead at the 6:05 mark. Since that mark, the Tommies have outscored them 19-8, thanks to 8 straight from Ben Now. But Ben Now had to take a seat with just about 4.5 minutes to play in the first after picking up his 3rd personal foul. 4 points for Drake Dobbs, 3 for Miles Barnstable, 8 for Carter Bierke. He's 2 of 4 from behind the arc. Nolan Minnesali, Rich Byrie, Ben Osterbahn, and Ryan Dufault have yet to score for the Tommies, who go 11 of 30 from the floor, 6 of 17 from behind the arc, but 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Tommies would like to see a better effort inside the arc, not only getting to the rim more often, as you heard Associate Head Coach Mike Maker say in his halftime interview, but the Tommies going just 5 of 13 inside the arc, 5 of 13 on 2-point attempts, including 2 of 6 on layups. So the Tommies need to start making those shots, start getting aggressive, and not just settling for threes, as you heard Associate Head Coach Mike Maker state in that interview. Tommies looking to punch their ticket to the championship game, but they have gotten a great fight from North Dakota. North Dakota trailed by double figures in each of the first 2 games at the half between these 2 schools, and then played the Tommies even in the second half. If they can come out with that same second half effort here tonight, they are loving their chances of punching their ticket to the championship game and marking the 2nd straight year that a surprise has made it to the championship game. Last year, it was Denver who went all the way into the championship game from this side of the bracket as the number 7 seed. Right now, North Dakota feeling pretty good about their chances, tied with the Tommies at 33 apiece. No doubt about it, Tommies like the look that they have gotten. They just need to start hitting those looks in order to get this game to go their direction. At the half, it's 33 apiece, and your first half stats are brought to you by Supply Chain Solutions. They're a local logistics management and consulting company there to help you keep your business's stats on track. Visit supplychainsolutionscorp.com to learn more or find out about great internships and job opportunities in the exciting supply chain industry. A huge second half comes your way next with the Tommies looking to make it to the championship for the first time in their Division I era. North Dakota looking to spring the upset. Don't you move. Second half comes your way next. This is Tommy Basketball.
Everything Tommy Sports is right at your fingertips. Download the Tommy Sports app on your preferred device for comprehensive coverage of St. Thomas athletics. From results to records, stories to social media, football to basketball, and everything in between. Your home for your Tommies on your device in the Tommy Sports app. Download from the App Store or Google Play Store and witness the power of purple today.
What you thinking about?
Tommy Sports, as always, I just can't get enough of purple and gray.
Well, you sure know a lot about the Tommies. I wish I knew that much about anything.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You can find out everything you ever wanted to know about Tommy Sports at tommysports.com.
TommySports.com?
TommySports.com. Where are you going?
To TommySports.com.
Roll Toms.
Hello, everyone. Corbu Status here, host of the Tommy Talks podcast. Join us every week as we talk to a Tommy student athlete and get to know the person they are and what made them who they are today. Whether they compete on a court, a field, a track, or a pool, we chat with them about what it is like being a Tommy student and a Tommy athlete. A new episode is released every Tuesday and is available at tommysports.com/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe today.
What's with all the purple? Wait, is it Tuesday?
It's game day. I'm heading to a Tommy game tonight with my family.
Wow, the whole family? I didn't know you were making that much money here.
Don't be silly. Tommy games are affordable. I can bring the whole family, get them some snacks, and I don't have to work any overtime to do it.
Great, then you can bring me.
How about we meet there after you get your tickets at tommysports.com/tickets.
tommysports.com/tickets.
Final 20 minutes of somebody's season directly ahead of us. North Dakota and St. Thomas tied at 33 apiece as we get ready for half number 2. Just want to clarify something I said earlier. Tommies have held Trayson Eaglestaff without a field goal in 4 of the 5 quarters in which they've played. In the very first game, Eaglestaff had 4 free throws in the first half and then 10 points in the second half. But in the other 4 halves, he is a combined 0 of 13. Tommies, no doubt, would like to see that continue here. Their defense against him has been strong. Now let's see if they can get that offense ignited. Corbu State is with you. Alex Westad producing. Thank you to everybody for staying up late with us. The winner gets to take on Omaha tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Don't forget, we spring forward at 2 o'clock this coming morning. And everybody's body clocks gets to be thrown off. Yay. Eaglestaff, Eli King, Mamburu Mara, Mir Panoam, and Amar Kulyahovich all on the floor for North Dakota playing defense. Minnesali, Barnstable, Bjorky, Dobbs, and Blue for the Tommies. Tommies with a strong finish to that first half, outscoring North Dakota 19-8 in the final 6:05. We'll see if they can keep it going here. Johnny Tower with a quick note to Nolan Minnesali as we wait for television to get back. Now we are ready to go. Dobbs and the Tommies move right to left in this second half. Dobbs has it at the head of the key. Eli Keegan keeping an eye on him. Dobbs gets a screen from Bjorky, takes it right in the lane. His pass out front for Bjorky, tipped, but Dobbs corrals it. Hands off for Blue. Blue around the right side to the right corner. Barnstable rises for 3. It's short, and the rebound on the weak side picked up by Eli King. Tommies opening up the second half with the 3-point miss. Kulyahovich has it. Hands off Eaglestaff. Goes to Kulyahovich left baseline. He's got nowhere to go. He tries to spin to the right, back to the left, banging with Bjorky, puts it up. It's partially blocked by Bjorky, but he gets called for the foul. Mark Riggs says Bjorky got him on the arm. That's number 2 against Bjorky, team's first. These will be the first free throws of the ball game for North Dakota. Tommies had 6 in the first half. North Dakota had nada. Tommy fans, download the Tommy Sports app for all the latest scores, news, and updates when it comes to your favorite Tommy Sports teams, available at the App Store. Kuljahovic will have one more. 8 points for Kuljahovic now. And he'll stay there as the free throw's no good, but they tip it out to Eli King. He attacks right in the lane and hits the off-balance runner. That is now 14 second chance points for North Dakota. They have a 3-point lead here in the second half. Bjerke, angle right, trying to tie it. He does. 11 for Bjerke. 17th double-figure game, and it's the 9th time in the last 12 that he's eclipsed 10 points. 18:46 to play in the second half. Tied at 36 apiece. Kuljahovic right in the lane. Shot blocked by Blue. Comes right back to Kuljahovic, but they call a jump basketball. Possession arrow belongs to North Dakota. They'll have 14 to shoot. Panoam to Kuljahovic on the left side. Trying to get it to Eaglestaff, nearly threw it away. Eaglestaff corrals it on the left baseline. Starts to drive against Barnstable. Now retreats to the wing. He's got 5 to shoot. Rifles the pass to Morrow, fakes the 3, drives in, 1 to shoot. Puts it up, it's blocked, and he won't get a second shot off. Minnesali with the block, and it's a shot clock violation. Tommy's looking for their first lead since it was 5-2 with 18:39 to play in the first. We're tied at 36 apiece. 18:15 to play in the second. Dobbs wants 3, head of the key, no good, and a foul going against Panoam on the 3-point attempt. Samir Panoam picking up his third. First of the second half, and Dobbs will be at the line for 3. Dobbs has not been the scorer that he was throughout the season over the last 5 games. Coming into tonight, just 9 of 29 from the floor, 1 of 10 from behind the arc in the last 5 games, but he's been money from the free throw line, 14 of 16. And he hits his first attempt here. Second one, same as the first verse. It is good. Tommy's by 2. Drake Dobbs trying to make it a 3-point lead. And he gets it to roll home, and the Tommies have matched their big lead of the ball game. 39-36, 18-10 to play in this second half. Jason Eaglestaff with the dribble, working against Barnstable. To Kuljahovic right in the lane. Bounces it for a cutting King right in the lane, lays it up and in. 11 for Eli King. They've been able to find scoring sources outside of Eaglestaff. Tommy's by 1. Dobbs has it out front. Goes to Minnesali on the angle right. Starts to drive into the paint. Kicks it all the way through for Blue. Left wing wants 3. Got it! 13 for Kendall Blue. Tommy's up by 4. 17.5 to play in this second half. Eaglestaff brings it across the timeline. Barnstable in his hip pocket. Now drives left in the lane. Kicks it right to Kendall Blue. Lobs ahead to Dobbs. Dobbs to the rim. Lays it up. Scores! Tommy's by 6. Another theft by Kendall Blue, and the Tommy crowd coming to life. Minnesali into the front court, Panoam into the front court. They move it to Kuljahovic, to Eaglestaff. To the head of the key, his pass to Kuljahovic. Tipped. Tommy's went for the basketball, but Kuljahovic was able to pull it down and lay it up and in. He's got 10. Bjerke, angle left, open 3 try. Back iron, front iron, no good. Tommies don't get it to fall. Still have a 44-40 lead. North Dakota has the basketball. Pass tip. Dobbs has it. Dobbs to Bjerke to the rim with the left hand. He scores. 13 for Bjerke. Tommy's by 6. Tommy's taking the turnovers and cashing them in. 16:20 to play in the second half. Panoam working on the angle left. Out front, Kuljahovic. Directing traffic, hands off Eaglestaff. Left wing, can't fire the 3. Brings it into the paint to Kuljahovic, to a cutting Panoam, lays it up. No good, but he was fouled. Nolan Minnesali picks up his first. That is the team's second. Give a lot of credit to Eagle staff. He is not forcing it, and they have turned it into a two-man game where the Tommies will try and shut down Eagle staff. They'll get it to Kulyahovic, and then he'll try and find a cutter, and they've found it to some success. But Panoa misses the front end of the free throw. 71% free throw shooter will have one more. Kendall Blue and Carter Bierke come to the bench, get a nice round of applause from the Tommy faithful. Ben now back in with Rich Byrie. Second one from Panoa is good. He's got 7. He'll get a rest. It's Kraft, Eaglestaff, Mayor, Woodson, and King on the floor for North Dakota. Tommy's lead 46-41, 16:09 to play in the second half. A berth to the championship is at stake. Dobbs at the head of the key. Gets it to the left side for Ben now. Back to Dobbs on the right side. Dobbs outside the perimeter, brings it inside the arc, bounces it to now out front to Minnesali. He brings it left-handed dribble to the rim and throws it down with the right hand. Malice in his heart. Tommies by 7. 15:40 to play in the second. Mayor on the right side, attacks, left-handed dribble drive, cut off there, puts it up well off the mark. Rebound, Ben now. Tommies with a lot of momentum, trying to keep it rolling, up by 7. Dobbs on the angle right, will slow things down out front. Bounces it for Byrie, working against King. Byrie, here comes the double team, puts it up with the left. It's no good, but it'll go to the line. Timeout on the floor with the Tommies up by 7. 48-41 with 15-16 to play in the second. Rich Byrie at the line when we come back. This is Tommy Basketball.
Go to Twin Cities Orthopedics for more doctors and specialty services.
Ready, set.
TCO for more orthopedic urgent care locations ready to go.
7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
Ready, set, TCO for more of what you need to keep your body moving. Learn more at tcomn.com.
Everything Tommy Sports is right at your fingertips. Download the Tommy Sports app on your preferred device for comprehensive coverage of St. Thomas athletics. From results to records, stories to social media, football to basketball, and everything in between. You're home for your Tommies on your device in the Tommy Sports app. Download from the App Store or Google Play Store and witness the power of purple today.
Welcome back to the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, where the Tommies have turned it up here in this second half. Tommies with 7 points off of turnovers to open up this second half. They have scored 15 points to open up this second half. And they lead 48-41, punctuated by a Nolan Minnesali slam in traffic. Before we move forward, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. Approaching the 11 o'clock hour. This is Tommy's Basketball. St. Thomas 48, North Dakota 41 with 15 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the second half. At Elevate the Arches, our purpose is to elevate the potential of our student athletes, the performance of our team, and the national profile of our university. Visit elevatethearches.com to join us in building a future focused on community, career, and compensation. That's elevatethearches.com. Rich Byrie at the line for St. Thomas after the North Dakota foul committed by Eli King. That is his first personal foul. And the second against North Dakota. Rich Byrie had a great effort against Denver with a season-high 7 rebounds in that contest. Just 2 points, but he had a couple of big rebounds when the Tommies needed it early on. Rich Byree's first free throw is good. Grad student with the second one on the way. He got them both. 2 points for Byree. And the Tommies all of a sudden have a 9-point lead with 15-12 to play in the second half. Eagle Staff at the head of the key. Attacks right in the lane. Lane opened up. He gets to the rim and he lays it up and in. First field goal of the ball game for Eagle Staff. With 50-43, St. Thomas. Under 15 to play in the second. Blue between the circles. Goes to the right wing for Osterbahn. Bounces it for Byree. Working against Eagle Staff. Byree brings it to the middle of the paint. Spins back to the right. Lays it up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kraft for North Dakota. Trapped in front court for Woodson. Back to Eagle Staff between the rings. Kendall Blue on him now as Barnstable gets a rest. Barnstable's been outstanding on Eagle Staff tonight. Eagle Staff now picked up by Dobbs out front. Starts left, comes back right, gets to the rim, lays it up and scores. 4 straight for Eagle Staff. Tommies lead 50-45, 14-14 to play in the second. The North Dakota faithful now starting to feel it. Dobbs between the rings. Goes to Blue on the left side. Turns the corner, cut off at the free throw line to Osterbahn, right wing. He wants 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Byree. Byree to a cutting Osterbahn with the left hand. He lays it up and in. Under 14 to play in this one. Tommies lead 52-45. Tommies trailed by as many as 11 in that first half. Eagle Staff to Kraft deep on the left side. Knocked away, goes out of play. Last touch by North Dakota. Osterbahn forced a tough pass from Kraft, and Woodson couldn't hold it. Couple of substitutions now as Byree and Osterbahn and Dobbs will take a seat. And Ben now, no, Osterbahn's going to stay in. He's just heading to the corner. So we got Bjerke, Barnstable, Osterbahn, Blue, and then Ryan Default's got to come in and not have a single B anywhere in his name. 52-45 Tommies, 13:36 to play in the second. Barnstable to Blue out front to Bjerke on the angle left. Hands off Barnstable. Found about 3, brings it to the right side, crosses over, attacks left, lays it up, and scores off the glass over Trace and Eagle Staff. 5 for Barnstable. Tommies lead 54-45. The score transposed here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. 13:10 to play in the second. King attacking left in the lane, got to the rim, lays it up, and he scores. North Dakota starting to get what they want at the basket. Tommy's still up by 7. Dufault out front for Blue. He attacks right in the lane. He goes to the basket, high off the glass, rattles home. It's a layup contest now. 56-47 Tommies. 12:45 to play in the second. Eagle Staff working against Dufault, gives it up to King between the circles. Holds the ball there. Goes to the right side for Eagle Staff. Dufault in his hip pocket. Back to King on the right wing. Rises for 3. That's short. Rebound picked up by Osterbahn. Osterbahn quickly turns it up floor. Hands off for Dufault. Tommy's leading 56-47. Dufault attacking left. Cut off there. Goes to the right. Spins back to the left. Cut off there. Needs some help. Finds it in Barnstable with 16 to shoot. Barnstable to Blue on the left wing. He burrows in. The runner with the right. Good! 1,000 points for Kendall Blue, and it puts the Tommies up by 11, 58-47. 12 minutes to play in the second half. Eli King on the right side, out front Kraft. Takes the 3, goes to the right side for Woodson. Back to Kraft, NBA 3 on the way, off the mark, rebound Barnstable. Tommies by 11, Barnstable with the basketball to Dufault, attacking left. Dufault to the rim, lays it up, no. Rebound to Woodson. And Woodson turned it over. It's Dufault who picks it up to attacking Osterbahn. Euro step, he lays it in. The Tommies rolling up by 13 with 11:24 to play in the second half. Eagle Staff on the right side, crosses over, lost the basketball, out of play. Last touched by Dufault. But it'll stay with North Dakota with 11:18 to play in the second. The Tommies ecstatic as they head to the bench. And why not? They lead 60-47. This is Tommy Basketball.
Tommy Hockey has hit the biggest time of the year. It's CCHA postseason play, and you can listen to every second of the action right here on 1500 ESPN. No team in the CCHA has won more games than Rico Blasi's bunch in the 2025 calendar year. And with the purple and gray on a heater, there's no telling how far they'll go. The pursuit of a conference championship is right here on 1500 ESPN.
United Healthcare knows when it comes to your health, everything matters. Every checkup, sit-up, and spit-up. Every back tweak and knee creak. Having clarity and choice. Having a voice. Helping keep costs small. And feeling supported through it all. Everything matters. And that's why United Healthcare is committed to providing simple, accessible care from someone you know will be there. United Healthcare. There for what matters. Learn more at uhc.com.
St. Thomas leading by 13, 60-47, 11-18 to play in the second half. Tommy's outscoring the Hawks 27-14 in this second half, as the Hawks have turned it over 16 times. 6 in this second half. That has led to 11 Tommy points. And how about Kendall Blue now with 1,000 career points as a Tommy? It's his third consecutive 10-point game. He has scored 10-plus in 4 of his last 6 and 15-plus in 13 consecutive games, including a career-high tying 22 against North Dakota. Boy, the energy for the Tommies continued in the second half, and the big difference, the shots have been falling. 10 of 15 in this second half. Tommies have only taken 5 3-pointers, so they are 8 of 10 inside the arc in this second half. This is the Tommy squad, the Tommy team that we expected to see early, but it has shown up so far. Let's see if they can keep it going. 11-18 to play in the second half. And the Tommies have the basketball. They gave it to the Tommies. Boy, I thought it went off of Ryan Dufault. So the Tommies will take it. It is Dufault, Blue, Osterbahn, Barnstable, and Bjerke. Blue with the dribble. Panoam keeps an eye on him. Goes to Bjerke. Back to Blue on the left side. Back to Bjerke on the angle right. He wants to bring it to the rim. He attacks with the right hand. He lays it up and in. If you had Carter Bjerke driving from the head of the key for a layup on your bingo card, mark it off. Tommies by 15. There's a steal. The give to Osterbahn. Lays it up and in. Ryan Dufault with the steal. And the Tommies are up by 17 with 10:46 to play in the second. Panoam gets into the front court. Sheds a Tommy. Now drifts to the angle right. Attacks to the head of the key. Burrows in on the left side. Puts it up from 5. It's no good. Rebound. Bjerke had it knocked away from behind. But Bjerke was the last to touch it. It'll stay with North Dakota. This game was tied at 33 apiece at the end of the first half. But the Tommies have been cruising here in the second, and they lead 64-47. Dufault and Bjerke to the bench. Dobbs and Byrie in. They lob in. Nobody home. They were looking for Kuljahovic, and they just threw it away, and it goes out of play. It'll belong to St. Thomas. That's as bad a turnover as you will ever see, and it's turnover number 18. Osterbahn will get a rest. Minnesali back in. North Dakota going to come out and some full court defense. Tommies will just get it to Minnesali, and he'll bring it into the front court. Dobbs will take the ball from him at the Summit League logo at center court. Tommies leading 64-47. 10:20 left in the second. Blue, head of the key for 3. That's no good. Rebound to North Dakota. North Dakota overcame a 14-point deficit late against South Dakota State yesterday. Trying to do it again here with 10:06 to play. Panoam right in the lane. Off-balance runner is up and good. Wanted the foul call, but I think that's a good no call. Tommies lead 64-49. Barnstable out front. Brings it around to the angle left. Goes to the wing for Blue. Turns on the Jets. Goes out front for Minnesali. Minnesali driving right in the lane. Got to the rim. Laid it up and scores. 4 for Nolan Minnesali as he went right after Eaglestaff. Tommies lead 66-49. Tommies had 33 points at the end of the first 20 minutes of play. They have 33 so far through the first 10 plus of the second half. Mara hands off Kuljahovic. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound King. Putback is good. And he's fouled. Rich Byrie picking up his first. And that is the team's third. Kendall Blue gets a nice round of applause as he heads to the bench. Ben now comes back in. King's free throw, no good. Mara gets the rebound. He puts it up with the right and he scores. That whole possession, offensive rebounds. Tommies can't afford to rest on their laurels yet. 9 minutes to play in this one. Tommies by 13. Barnstable gets it to Byrie inside the arc at the angle left. Hands off now. Rises for three. It's short. Rebound to Mara. North Dakota trying to climb back into this one. King at the head of the key for Kuljahovic. Down by 13. Brings the dribble over to Panoam. He turns the corner right down the middle of the paint. Hangs in the air. Lays it up and in. He scores. And a foul going against Minnesali. That's second against Minnesali. Team's fourth. Now Mir Panoam with 11 has a chance to make it a 10-point deficit. North Dakota has 12 offensive rebounds, 18 second chance points. Panoam's free throw is good. A dozen for him. And a 7-0 run here by North Dakota. 8:37 to play in the second. Tommies by 10. Barnstable goes to Bjerke out front. Pass was tipped, but Bjerke picks it up, gets it to Minnesali on the angle left. To Dobbs at the head of the key. To Bjerke angle right. Back to Dobbs between the circles. 12 to shoot. Drifts to the right side. Goes right corner for Barnstable. Finds a wing three. Open, and he hits. Miles Barnstable with 8, and the lead back to 13 for St. Thomas. 69-56. Panoam had it poked away. He retrieves it. Now attacks left in the lane. Gets underneath. Shot block. Here comes Barnstable. Barnstable down the middle of the floor. Drifting to the left. He'll slow things down. Goes to the left corner. This is Minnesali, and a timeout taken by Johnny Tower, and we will take it too. Johnny Tower with his team leading 69-56 and 7:56 to play in the second. Wants to chat this one over. Timeout on the floor. This is Tommy Basketball.
Hello, everyone. Corbu Status here, host of the Tommy Talks podcast. Join us every week as we talk to a Tommy student-athlete and get to know the person they are and what made them who they are today. Whether they compete on a court, a field, a track, or a pool, we chat with them about what it is like being a Tommy student and a Tommy athlete. A new episode is released every Tuesday and is available at tommysports.com/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe today.
What's with all the purple? Wait, is it Tuesday?
It's game day. I'm heading to a Tommy game tonight with my family.
Wow, the whole family? I didn't know you were making that much money here.
Don't be silly. Tommy games are affordable. I can bring the whole family, get them some snacks, and I don't have to work any overtime to do it.
Great, then you can bring me.
How about we meet there after you get your tickets at tommysports.com/tickets.
tommysports.com/tickets.
St. Thomas rolling in this second half, but North Dakota refusing to go away. Tommy's leading 69-56 with 7:56 to play in the second half. We're here with a Tommy timeout, but we'll go to another media timeout as soon as we get another whistle. So don't wander away too far. The Tommies have outscored the Fighting Hawks 36-23 in this second half. Tommies were trailing 25-14 in the first half with 6:05 to play in it. Penny now went on a personal 8-0 run, and since that point, the Tommies have outscored the Fighting Hawks 55-31. Tommies like the way this second half is rolling. 67% from the floor. 3 of 8 from behind the arc, a little below their season average at 37%, but North Dakota has not shot or has not made a 3 in this second half. They are 10 of 17 from the floor. Barnstable, Dobbs, Bjerke, Minnesali, and Ben now as we resume play here in the second half. 22 to shoot. Dobbs takes it on the inbounds. Goes to Barnstable, cutting left in the lane, rises up for a left-handed slam, and he's got 10. 15 points for the Tommies. 15-point lead for the Tommies. 7:36 to play in this second. Eli King between the circles, attacking right in the lane. Is cut off by the double team. Takes it to the right wing, skips it to the left wing for Eaglestaff. Barnstable there on the catch. Eaglestaff measures him, fires the 3. It's short. Rebound tipped out to Barnstable. He wants to attack. Now he'll slow things down as North Dakota got back. Dobbs takes the basketball. He's going to set up the offense, leading 71-56 with 7:10 left in the second half. And a whistle away from the basketball. Mara gets called for the foul. Mamburu Mara picking up his second. That's the third team foul. And that'll take us to a media timeout. 71-56, Tommies with the lead, 7:09 to the second half. This is Tommy Basketball.
Tiffany Sports Lounge is the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics and the official away game watch party location for Tommy football, men's hockey, and men's basketball. Watch the game on one of our 37 big screen TVs and 3 huge projector screens. Enjoy our new food menu, and now Tiff's offers brunch on the weekend. Let us take some of the stress off your party planning with our catering menu. From wings to tacos to pork sliders and fresh veggie trays to name a few, we've got you covered. Tiffany Sports Lounge, the official sports bar of Tommy Athletics.
I'm here with St. Thomas men's basketball coach Johnny Tower. Coach, great game today, but what I really want to talk to you about is Wings Credit Union.
As the official banking partner of Tommy Sports, you can trust Wings to give you better rates and fewer fees to help achieve your financial goals. You can also get your very own Tommy Visa debit card.
And by joining today, Wings will donate $100 back to Tommy Athletics. Coach, where can I learn more?
Visit wingsfinancial.com/Tommy Sports or visit your nearest branch today.
Insured by NCUA. Membership required.
Twin Cities Orthopedics is proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Tommy Athletics. TCO is trusted by some of the biggest names in sports, and they bring that same level of care to our athletes. Thank you, TCO, for being a part of our team. Visit TCOMN.com to learn more. 71-56, Tommies with the lead, 7:09 to play in the second half. The Tommies trailed by 11 in the first. They really struggled from the floor. At one point, 1 of 11 from behind the arc. But they have found their shooting touch here in the second half. They've only attempted 8 threes in the second half, 14 shots inside the arc, and thus their scoring has really rocketed. 38-23, the score in this second half in favor of St. Thomas. Barnstable, Bjerke, Blue, Dobbs, and Minnesali on the floor for St. Thomas. Kuljahovic, Eaglestaff, Panoam, Mara, and King on the floor for North Dakota. North Dakota upset South Dakota State yesterday, 85-69. Trying to make it 2 in a row. Tommy's trying to change their plans. Inbounds to Bjerke, back to Barnstable on the right sideline. Goes to Minnesali on the right wing. To Bjerke out front, foot inside the arc, lets everybody go by. Hands off Barnstable, spins away from Mara. Now picks up Kuljahovic out front for Blue. Blue attacks right in the lane, to the rim with the left hand, he scores. 1,002 points for number 1 in white, and the Tommies lead 73-56. 6:40 left in the second half. Eagle staff to Kuljahovic, right of the lane. Comes in, he's tied up by Minisali, rips it away, knocked away by Minisali, rips it away, and it goes out of play. Last touch by Kuljahovic. Amazing that there was no whistle there. I thought either a jump ball or a foul, but Tommies will take it. Another turnover by the Hawks. They are at 20 turnovers. Barnstable between the rings with a 17-point lead. Takes it back on the left wing. Fires the three. Good! And the foul! Smiles all around as the Tommies lead by 20 with 6:17 to play in the second. Mara picking up the foul. Barnstable picking up the 4-point play as he hits the free throw. And Barnstable has 14 to match his jersey number. Tommies by 21. King trying to turn the corner right, steps back baseline, pass to Kuljahovic. He lays it up and good, and he was fouled by Minisali. Tough break there for Nolan Minisali, who just got caught in the wash, and Kuljahovic happened to run into him, I thought. Minisali picks up his third, team's fifth. Kuljahovic had the bucket fall. He's got 12, and the free throw rattles home. He's got 13. 6 minutes to play in Sioux Falls in the second half. Tommies lead 77-59. Trying to punch their ticket to the championship game and punch Omaha's ticket to the big dance. The Mavs going nuts right now, cheering for the purple and gray. Blue has it on the right wing, directing traffic, attacking Eagle staff. Crosses them over, now spins in the paint, rises with the right. It rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound to North Dakota. Bonoam into the front court, down 77-59. Brings it into the paint, rises up, it's short, gets the rebound. Pump fake, puts it up, it's blocked. Battle for the board, there's Woodson to put it up, it's no good. Battle for the board, won by Bjerke. Kuljahovic slow to get up. Tommies leading 77-59. Dobbs gets it to Blue in the front court. They're going to slow things down here with 5:08 to play in the contest. Dobbs takes it, now hands off to Blue. Between the circles, 10 on the shot clock. Blue drifting to the right with 8, with 7. To Minisali with 5. Starts to the baseline, brings it middle, turns the corner, spins back to the right, lost his footing, and he'll be called for the travel. Stops the clock with 4:53 to play in the second half. Tommies leading 77-59. This game was tied at 33 apiece in the first half. Tommies were struggling. Tommy track athlete Haley Hint here in the crowd cheering on her fellow student athletes. This showed her up on the big cam. Tommies on defense here. Woodson on the outside. Between the circles, picked up the dribble. Gets it to Panoam, but it's knocked away by Osterbahn. Corrals the ball, attacks right in the lane, lays it up, blocked by Panoam. Here comes Woodson. Woodson into the front court to King, attacking baseline. Runs into now, pass tipped and stolen. Osterbahn came away with it. That is turnover number 22 on North Dakota. 77-59 St. Thomas. 4:15 to play in this one. Then now turns the corner right, hesitates, drives, lays it up. No, just rolled off the front rim. Rebound to North Dakota. Panoam with 4:05 to play, attacks right. His team trailing 77-59. Brings it into the middle, hands off King, scoops it up, and it's good, but wave it off. The foul was on the floor. The foul going against St. Thomas. Foul going against Carter Bjerke, his third. Takes us to a media timeout. The Tommies are 3:58 away from playing for a championship. They lead 77-59. This is Tommy Basketball.
Hey Tommy fans, voice of the Tommies, Corbu Status here. It's been 3 great years of the Tommies climbing to the Division I level. And here in year 4, we're that much closer to NCAA tournament eligibility. It's currently slated for the 2026-27 season, but don't wait until then to get involved. The Division I days are here to stay. Watch, listen, and stay up to date on all the University of St. Thomas teams by visiting tommysports.com today. Thanks for tuning in, and wherever you're listening, you can stay in tune with all the action of Tommy Sports on social media. There's more news, in-game updates, stories of the day, and previews of what's to come. Follow Tommy Athletics and every individual team on X and Instagram, and get the big updates on Facebook and Threads. Just search Tommy on your in-app search bar and hit that follow button on all the accounts that pop up. Stay in touch with Tommy Athletics all year long.
Founded in St. Paul in 1938, Wings Credit Union has been proudly serving our members for over 80 years. Join today, and you can get your own Tommy Visa debit card. Insured by NCUA. 77-59 St. Thomas. An 18-point lead with 3:58 to play in the contest. Omaha won earlier today, blowing out South Dakota. 175 the final, and game was actually never close. So Omaha cruised. They didn't have to work very hard. They will be well rested for tomorrow's championship game. But right now, they are rooting hard for St. Thomas, because if the Tommies win tonight, no matter what happens tomorrow, Omaha's going to the NCAA tournament. So not only are these two teams 358 from finding out who's going to the championship game, Omaha's 358 from finding out if their berth to the NCAA tournament is automatic. Tommies will be on defense here. Minnesali, Osterman, Dufault, Blue, and Dobbs. Panoam to trigger it in from the right baseline. Holding the basketball, lobs it out for Kuljahovic at the head of the key. Hands off Eaglestaff. He goes underneath and is stolen by Osterman. Osterman full speed ahead. Hands off Minnesali. He'll slow things down. That is turnover number 23 by North Dakota tonight. 23. Tommies have turned that in to a lot of points. 35 points. Dufault attacks left in the lane. Finds Dobbs. Angle left three on the way. Good! 12 for Drake Dobbs. And the Tommies lead by 21. Foul on the right side going against Ryan Dufault. That's his first, team 7th. So 1-1 now for Trayson Eaglestaff, who, if he never sees the Tommies again, might be really happy. Averaging 7 points and half a rebound in 2 games against the Tommies coming into tonight. And the free throw is good. He has one more. He's got just 5 points tonight. Eaglestaff went off for 51 last night. He hits both free throws. He's got 6. 80-61 St. Thomas. 3:18 to play in this one. Minnesali into the front court. Woodson all over him, but Minnesali beats him into the paint. Takes it over to Dobbs, who brings it to Blue at the head of the key. Blue to the right side for Osterman. Back to Blue. 10 on the shot clock. Blue has it near the right sideline. Brings it to the head of the key. Rises for a triple. Off the mark. Rebound Minnesali. Tommies can bleed more clock here. Under 3 to play in the semifinal game. The Tommies leading 80-61. Dufault to Dobbs on the left wing. 8 to shoot. Dobbs with 6. Wants to go to work with 5 against Kuljahovic. Will rise for 3. Bang! 15 for Dobbs. And that could be the nail. Tommies by 22 with 2.5 to play. Eaglestaff to Kuljahovic free throw line. Underneath Panoam. Gathers, raises up, scores, and he is fouled. Minnesali called for his 4th, team's 8th. Panoam now has 14, and Drake Dobbs gets a nice round of applause as he comes off the floor. Tommies by 20. Dufault, Minnesali, Blue, Osterbahn, and Barnstable on the floor for the Tommies. Panome trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. 2:18 left in this one. North Dakota with some full court pressure. They'll get it to Dufault. Dufault weaves through to Minnesali. Minnesali will slow things down, get it back to Duke. Gets it across the timeline. 2:09 to play in this one. 83-64 St. Thomas. They have put up 50 points in this second half. Dufault on the outside right with 10 on the shot clock. Tommies trying to wind this one down. Dufault attacking left, 3 to shoot. Dufault finds a cutting Barnstable to the right corner. Osterbahn at the buzzer for 3. Got it! They're going to go back and review it. I don't think it'll count. They're going to send each team to their respective benches. Gives us a chance to remind you that 1500 ESPN is your home for Tommy men's basketball all season long. Stick around for the post-game show. Following today's action, we're going to recap the game, take a look ahead, because it looks like there's going to be a game ahead. That's all coming up on the post-game show on your home for Tommy Athletics, 1500 ESPN. 85-64, Tommies with the lead. If you're wondering if you should come out to Sioux Falls, the answer is yes. Come out to Sioux Falls tomorrow night for the championship game at 8 o'clock as the Tommies will be taking on Omaha for a chance to claim the trophy and to cut down the nets. Thanks to a strong second half where the Tommies have outscored North Dakota by a huge margin. 52-31 in the second half.
Basket is no good. Shot clock violation. 1:48 on the game clock.
Love it. They announced the review, and I finally got a review right this year. I haven't gotten one right all season long. Thank you. So the shot was no good. 1:46 to play in this one. Eagle Staff right side to Kuljahovic right on the lane. Runs over Minnesali. Whistle. And the charge going against Kuljahovic. That's his second. Team's fourth. Excuse me, team's fifth. Tommies are going to keep most of their regulars out there with 1:38 to play and an 83-64 lead. Year 4 of the Division I era. The Tommies are going to have one more game. Long pass, there's Blue all by himself. Rams it down with 2 hands. Kendall Blue with 21 points. 87 seconds left in this one. 85-64 St. Thomas. King attacking right, cut off at the elbow. To Woodson out front, his 3 is good. Darius Woodson with his first points of the night. North Dakota still playing hard. 1:10 to play. Minnesali is trapped. They find Blue. He brings it across the timeline to Osterbahn. Now the Tommies will slow things down. With 1 minute to play, the Tommies are going to play for a championship. In year number 4 of the transition, the Tommies have a chance to reach the top of the summit. Final 47 seconds of this one. Dufault attacking right, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes to North Dakota. Omaha will be heading to the NCAA tournament. Congratulations to the Mavericks as Deng Mayor runs to the rim, lays it up and in. 5.5 second differential game and shot clock. 85-69. North Dakota with a huge upset yesterday, defeating the Jackrabbits. Had a strong start to this one. It was tied at 33 at the half, but the Tommies proved to be too much in half number 2. And the Tommies are going to let this clock roll all the way down, take the turnover, and then play a little bit of D and celebrate a berth into the Summit League Championship game. 4.5 seconds left. Make that 5.4 seconds left. Inbound to Panoam. Panoam to Eagle Step between the rings, fires it up. It's an air ball. It goes out of play, and it's final 85-69. The Tommies are going to play for a championship. Don't you go anywhere. The postgame show comes your way right after this. The Tommies are winners, and they have another day. This is Tommy Basketball.
At Elevate the Arches, we're driven by purpose to elevate the potential of our student athletes, boost the performance of our team, and raise the national profile of St. Thomas. With a focus on 3 key pillars, community, career, and compensation, Elevate the Arches isn't just supporting athletes. We're building a foundation for their future and the future of our program. Join us at elevatethearches.com. That's elevatethearches.com, where we elevate dreams, performance, and pride for St. Thomas. Visit now and be a part